Good. Obviously, I'm really excited about the win, and and there are moments whenever we are a good basketball team, and it's really fun to see the contributions from a lot of different players that are able to step in, and again, we've talked so much this year on there isn't that huge drop off of whenever we go to our bench, we can play really a lot of players and you sustain. Obviously, the biggest challenge for us is the mental challenge of just the consistency that you have to play with. And again, you look at the 23 turnovers, we still get a little anxious and try to make things that are not there, and we have to clean some of those things up. But overall, I was really pleased with, especially the way we started the game, and just really played well for a long period of time, and that's who we have to continue to be. But obviously, some huge players that did great things. Obviously, I thought the way Destiny shot the basketball, especially in the first half, was really good for us. And here she is, right on cue again.
We planned.
Yeah, I know. Good job. And then again, just being able to own the offensive rebounds, and I think our ability to play fast and then be able to control the paint is who we have to be. And and I think those things are trademarks of good basketball teams, and we're going to continue to preach that, and that become our identity. But yeah, so I was obviously really pleased with the way we played.
Lance, for you, starting lineups are what they are. They're just 5 to start the game. Just how did you look at Destiny's response to being in the starting lineup and Taisha's response to being that first kind of person off the bench?
Yeah, it is with this group, and like I've said all year long, is in my mind is I've really questioned our starting lineups a lot, because we have great competition in practice, and in the competition in those practices, and we've told them you have to prepare a certain way, and then you have to produce, and so again, if you get comfortable in that spot, then someone's going to take your spot, and I thought what Des has done within the last week is, and obviously in the game, she's given us a huge boost. But then in practice, she's set the tone, and I think she, won that spot during practice and what she's been able to do in terms of production. And then obviously she did a great job today. But it's going to be competition, and I'm looking for the best group. Who's the best group? How do they produce together? And then being able to have that burst off the bench to be able to provide different things. And I thought Ty responded extremely well, and I thought Ty played really well coming off the bench. She was, our leading rebounder, and I thought she provided a huge boost on the defensive end. And so again, it's trying to find early on in the season the right combination.
Des, in turn for you, just how do you like the competitiveness in practice, and how does that setting help you in a game like this show out?
Well, the competitiveness is fun, of course, but I feel like it helped us all out, because in the game, nobody just gonna go easy on us. So we compete with each other a lot. We go hard at each other just so we can be ready and prepared for the games.
You guys have anything? No, keep going. Okay.
It's all you. Come on.
Oh no, pressure. Okay. 3 quarters with 20 or more points. Just, we've talked about the depth so much, but to see it in this way, where even when the game was kind of decided, there still was no let up. How important is that piece to you all?
Yeah, and I thought there was a little let up, especially in the third quarter.
Well, yeah.
And that was something we're trying to really work on, is our ability to focus for long periods of time, and and that's something that this team, we still have areas to grow in, but overall, again, just our ability to play, that next 5 and that next those subs, and be able to do the things that Mary Dunn has been able to consistently do for us. I think whenever Rita went out for a little bit, that you provide Mary, and I think that really helps, and it solidifies where there's not a drop off.
Mary, we talked before the season about your role with this team. How has that been, finding that role? We've discussed kind of the roller coaster that it comes. Just how has it been getting used to that on the court?
I just have such talented teammates that it's been really easy to just kind of find my role, and It's more of just every day I got to bring it myself. And I think that our team as a whole has really been finding each of our own roles, and I think you could really see that tonight whenever we didn't let up and we were able to finish the game how we wanted to. So I think personally it's obviously a big change for me, but at the same time, like, I can see it working and I can see us producing, so like that's all that matters to me.
And for you, seeing Rita, what she's been able to do and going against that every day, to see what Ty was able to do tonight and go against that, how does that help you being a part of that kind of a unit?
It helps me so much. I mean, I go in every day playing against the best player I've ever played in my life. So doing that is just unreal, and I think that's how our team has been making these strides, is because every single day it's so competitive and we have so much talent.
Des, we know that you're able to stroke the three. You showed it again tonight, but the putback on the rebound to stick with that play after the first miss, just how much of a growth does that show in your game, that ability to provide that other facet?
Did you have a tip in?
Yeah, I did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Both of y'all
I
did.
tipped it in.
I think both of y'all had tips
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
It just feels good though, being able to provide something else and not only being a shooter, which I know that I can do other things. So.
Yeah, I will say it's the first time I think I've ever seen Des tip it in.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that in practice. I was like, whoa, I thought. And then Mary Dunn got one. Too, a little one hand.
One hand.
Yeah, it was, impressive.
For you individually, Des, how much does tonight give you confidence that your process is working?
It just brings me more confidence than I already have, and I know I just got to continue to keep my confidence up and continue to work.
We talk all the time to Des is she can't hesitate. Is that if she is open, she has to shoot the ball. We're trying to work on that with Mary. Mary still is a little hesitant, and because Mary's a great 3-point shooter, and and we need her to shoot those. And and I think as she gains that confidence and know that that's what we need, she's going to let a couple fly and knock them down.
Mary, how much of that is that adjustment? It's obviously a balance between deferring and calling your own number. Where do you think you are? And hearing that from Lance, where do you want to be with that?
I think that my confidence has definitely gone up, and I think I just need to, put it into play sometimes. And I mean, just having such a supportive coach, like, really is what's building that confidence, and now I just kind of need to build it myself.
City games coming up in a few days. Obviously, that's very local for you, Mary. Just what are your memories growing up of watching the city games and being a part of that experience?
Yeah, I mean, I've always grown up thinking it was like the coolest thing ever. So having the opportunity to get to play in it is just amazing, and I'm super excited. Duquesne's a really good team. We're a really good team, so it should be a great game.
And for you, Lance, obviously you've experienced it. It's on a hiatus, and with non-conference and conference games being so much more plentiful, just how is it to have a local rival and enjoy that rivalry again?
Yeah, no, I think it'll be a great test for us, and and I think going into that, you can throw records out the window, and now it becomes that rivalry game, and and Dan does such a great job with their team, and so now we've got to be ready to handle a great atmosphere and have the composure to go into a hostile environment, and I think that'll be really good for our team and our kids to have to play this game. I'm really excited that we get the opportunity to do it.
55 rebounds, 21 assists tonight. Just for both of you, the team, just how much do you feel it's gelling, and how have these 3 home games helped for that?
I think you can just tell how much we're playing together, and I mean, coach has really been pushing rebounding, and I think we're trying to be a player-led team, and we're holding each other accountable and holding ourselves accountable, and you can see that through the stuff that you don't always see on the scoreboard, like rebounds and assists. So I think it's really important, and I think it's just going to keep going up.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much. Appreciate you being here.